I'm live on TikTok.
Yo.
You good on yours?
Talk.
Yo.
Yeah, we should be good.
I need to be able to hear him. Can we hear you, Aaron? All right, we can hear you. Aaron, do me a favor. Get your phone and go to TikTok real quick, and then go to my profile and join my live.
Yeah, I'm in it.
All right. No, I mean
It's
join it
echoing.
as in the request so I can add you.
Yeah, it's echoing though when I talk. So I think one of them on your side needs to be like muted. I guess I could do mine like.
I just invited you.
Yeah, how do I turn my?
How do we fix that so there's no echo?
You're gonna have to mute one of them. Either you mute the X one or the TikTok one.
I can mute the TikTok. It's not a big deal.
Let me see how I should do this. I guess I'll put it right here.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Give us a few minutes. We're gonna get started here.
Cool. Is this?
Are you echoing?
I'm not. I'm good.
All right. Let me turn this down. All right.
I got
Cool. We are good to go. So we're sitting at about 700 people total between platforms. So this will crank up to probably over 1,000. This will be a good stream.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's get started here. So, we're going to talk a little bit, not just about ICP, but just the crypto markets in general. Let's kind of go over that today. And what are your thoughts? Let's start there, right? What are your thoughts? And by the way, actually, let me just introduce you. My God, I'm such a bad host. Damn it, Tyler. I'm such a bad host. So Aaron, you say your last name Bremser, right?
Yeah. You pronounce it correctly.
Aaron, you've been with Dfinity for years. Right?
Yeah, I've been running ICP for a long time.
Yeah, so Dfinity, ICP, it's kind of like Ripple and XRP, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right? So you guys are wondering, but he's been with them for years. I mean, you've literally broken bread with Dominic Williams, the founder of ICP, multiple times. Like literally, when I say broken bread, like you guys have shared food, and fed each other. Like no, I'm just kidding. But no, really, you guys have been talking and it sounds like Dominic's starting to become open to some new stuff inside of ICP that we're going to be talking about today. But in terms of the crypto markets, guys, there's one thing I want you guys to look out for. If Bitcoin hits $100,000, it will liquidate billions of dollars in shorts. I mean, the shorts are nasty right now. So many people are shorting Bitcoin right now.
They're saying echo in the comments.
There's an echo?
They're saying that in the comments.
Shit.
In TikTok.
We're gonna have to mute one of them because it's coming from the computer. So they're hearing it through the TikTok and then they're hearing it from the computer. Unless actually, where's your headphones? You just put the headphones on.
You want to grab them?
Yeah.
I don't know where they are. I'm gonna put my headphones on. And we'll go there. We'll do that. So bear with us here.
They're saying someone has to go on mute.
Well, I don't think I can mute myself. Let me see.
Should I go on mute?
Well, you're gonna need to talk. So just guys, just bear with us here. You're gonna have an echo for a bit. Javi's going to grab some headphones, and we'll fix the problem. I'm just gonna go on my headphones. We've never done it like this, so it's yeah. There's no echo on X. It's only on TikTok, dude. TikTok sucks. It's always TikTok. It never fucking works ever. There's always something wrong with TikTok, bro. It's like it's crazy to me. So, but hang in there, guys. We'll fix the problem here soon.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm not having any. I mean, I have no volume on my side for my TikTok, but I'm not muted myself on TikTok. Like the people can hear me talking on TikTok and on X.
What are your people saying on your TikTok? Can they hear? Is it echoing?
For me?
Yeah.
Aren't I on yours? Because I joined yours.
I think I'm the only one that's echoing. It's good. Are you guys still hearing an echo?
Jared Goff, we hear you.
You kind of do look like Jared Goff.
Everyone says that. I've had like 4 people, just complete strangers, come up to me in real life in the past year and say I look like Jared Goff. So, yeah.
You know, it's echoing because you can hear it over here. You find them? That's fine. Do I need this?
What? Yeah, it's the microphone.
All right, guys. Javi's got some headphones, so we're gonna fix the problem here soon. Just give us a
Is
second.
this, by the way, are you recording this on your end so I could post it on
Yeah.
mine after?
Yeah, it'll
Okay,
all be recorded. Yeah.
awesome.
I think that's it.
Yeah. And we gonna hook that to the TikTok or to the
No,
computer?
to the computer.
So then I don't need this.
You do
I
not-
wonder, anyone in Ty's chat, do any of you guys recognize me? I was kind of bigger on TikTok in 21. I'm starting to get back on, but do any of you guys recognize me by any chance?
Anybody follow Aaron?
Anybody? I was big in 21, but I'm getting back on TikTok now. No. No. Nobody knows me. Well, they're saying no. Nobody knows me. Saying I did, one guy.
No, I wish I could stop using TikTok, but I have such a huge following on here.
It's good for growth. So that's why I got back on, because that's where I first started my following. But I think X is the best.
Someone says no one knows any of you, yet they're watching our live. All right.
He played well against the
We're
Jaguars.
almost here. We're almost good. We good? All right. All right. How about now? Aaron, talk.
Hello.
All right. So
We good?
all right. Can you guys? Are we still echoing? You guys? Are we still echoing? No, it's not worse. They're saying it's worse.
Doesn't make sense.
Bruh.
What do you got to do?
I said they got to be trolling. There's
No, they're all saying it's worse.
There's no echo on X. They said just on TikTok. So
All right. What if we do this? This is fucking retarded. Oh shit! I'm gonna get
Just
taken
get
down.
everyone to
this
come
thing.
to X. Everyone on TikTok,
on.
go follow Ty on X. Oh, see, I don't have my
All right.
volume.
Let me put this over here.
Wait. Maybe I should turn my volume down.
Okay. How about now?
Hold
How
on.
about now? Is there? Turn this off. Get that. Get rid of that shit. It ain't working. How about now?
Oh, they think it's me now. Hold up. The issue is I have my phone muted. My phone has no volume right now, but I have volume coming out of my laptop. God, what?
We'll figure. I'm gonna have Angel see if she can help us. What up, Angel?
We should just go live on X.
I am live on X, but dude, there's like 200 people watching. So, and I want to do it on TikTok. I need
Yeah,
to
no, I
build it
get
back up on TikTok. So, I don't know why it's echoing. Why can't we figure this out?
it's because in the speaker they're hearing Aaron through Aaron's phone on TikTok, and then for us they're hearing us through the phone. So Aaron's laptop is playing the audio, playing
Yeah.
you, right? So they're hearing that through Aaron's phone. So that's why it's echoing and hearing him.
So what do we do? There's listen, guys. There's a way to figure this out. What do we do?
I say we just go on one platform.
That's the easiest way.
I don't. How does Josh do this? How does he go on multiple
I don't
platforms?
know, the streaming, what they use to stream probably allows them to stream on the TikTok.
I-
I just don't know what platform they use to stream.
That's the problem. I don't, because I can mute my laptop, but I need to be able to hear you. So I guess I can put on headphones. Let me try putting on headphones. That should actually do it. Wait. Hold up. I think we found the solution.
And I can't hear Angel. If you're talking, Angel, I can't hear you because it's still connected to the headphones.
The headphones were connected to the laptop.
Oh well, I don't.
Volume's down on your phone.
Oh, my volume's down. Hold on, Angel. That's why. All right, Angel, can you talk?
Yeah, I can. I think my audio is good on my end.
No, you're good. So I have my volume down. So what are you
Okay,
saying?
there's no echo now.
There's no echo now.
No.
You guys still hear an echo, or did we figure it out?
I think it was me actually.
Okay. All right, comments. Can you guys still hear an echo? No echo. Sounds good. All right, good, cool. Angel, you can stay on if you want, but I mean we're gonna be talking, or you can just hop off. So, all right, see you. Thank you. All right, cool. Let's get started here. So I'm obviously just not gonna be looking at the screen here. I guess I can move it up here now. If we're good. Sorry about the technical difficulties, everybody. We're new at this. we're newbies here, new to crypto. So all right.
Volume down on your phone.
All right, volume down. God, Aaron fumbled the ball, bro.
Man. Oh no. I punched a lot.
You fumbled the ball, bro. All right, anyways, let's get started here. So what I want to talk about, one, we talked about the Bitcoin shorts and everything, and that's super exciting. We'll go over comments with you guys. I think Bitcoin's going to 100 grand by the end of the year, no doubt. Did you see what Trump just did? He just bought, or he's going to not buy, or he might be buying back or something like that, which is a crypto platform that's connected to the New York Stock Exchange. Did you hear about that?
Buying a crypto platform.
Yeah, it's called Backed. You didn't hear about that, dude? It's gonna be. We'll go over it. Actually, let me pull it up here.
I got it.
All right, Javi's gonna pull it up, and then we're gonna be talking about ICP here in a minute. There's some big news coming out. We had a meeting with yesterday. We met with Kyle, head of data and analytics from ICP, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we talked about. But I want to go over this first because I thought this was super interesting. Trump media in reports talks to buy crypto trading platform Backed, sending shares soaring. So Backed is a platform connected to the New York Stock Exchange, right? And damn, are they gonna be able to hear the vacuum?
No.
Okay, I have a lady cleaning my house right now, and she's like vacuuming in the other room. So, and you're going to turn him up a little bit because I can't hear a word he's saying, or move it. Okay, cool. So, anyways, this is going to be super bullish. What are the cryptos on Backed? I'm curious if it shows you what cryptos are on this platform. Let's see here. Let's see. Keep going. It's just talking about the price. Let's see. I know he's trying to acquire it, and he's going to connect World Liberty Financial, which is Trump's DeFi project. So this is just super bullish. I think regardless, it doesn't matter. Well, the point is that like we have an incoming president that is like 1000% down for crypto. Like straight up, like let's do whatever the fuck we need to do because I think he gets it now. I think he put the right people in his cabinet. People like Vivek have been in his ear, like, bro, listen to me. Like, this is what we need, right? So this shit's going to be fucking crazy. But anyways, let's go into ICP. Aaron, you got a lot of news coming out, but one of the things that we talked about yesterday with Kyle, and I'll send you that recording, and you should definitely watch it. Actually, we didn't record the ending, right? The last part of it, none of that was recorded, right? Yeah. Damn, we should have, man. He praised us. He really liked what we were doing over at Blank Swap. I'm not going to say the name of it just yet. We're gonna let everybody kind of sit here and wait and fester and get angry and be like, what is the project, Tyler? What's the name of the project? Right. But no, we're going to talk about that as well. But one of the things that we talked about yesterday was, me and you have been talking about how ICP has a hard time in terms of growing, in terms of like total value locked and projects being built on ICP because it's so hard to buy projects. Like, why would you build a project somewhere where then no one can actually go buy your crypto? Right? It's like, well, I'm going to go build on Solana. I'm going to go build on Base. I'm going to go build on Ethereum, Binance, right? Because people know how to fucking buy shit on those platforms. And he made a good point though. He's like, honestly, that's not what we're trying to do though. We're not trying to compete with the layer ones. Now, and I see your face, I'm like, yeah, well, they need to. They're not trying to. We know that they need to, right? But their focus is not that. Their focus is competing with Amazon Web Services, right? But I explained to him yesterday, and you can see Kyle his eyes kind of open. He was like, yeah, I guess you're right. He's like, and they know they're starting to see the importance of it. But I'm like, you guys understand that, like, you can go and do your Amazon Web Services stuff and take on the world over the next 8 to 10 years. That long-term play that you guys are going for. Everybody knows ICP is going to be here long-term. It's going to be a massive project, fucking 5-10 years down the road. But in the short term, why not? Like, how do you guys want to make money? Like, do you guys want the project to succeed faster or slower? Are we trying to win today, or are we trying to win in 10 years? Right. And one of the biggest things is you need to be able to bring people over to the platform. Right. And one of the things that people, I think Sui, we were talking about this, how Sui just took the technology, the reverse gas fee technology, where you essentially don't pay any gas fees when you're transacting, right, on ICP. Like, a lot of you guys are like, damn, the Ethereum gas fee is like $40 right now just to just if I want to do $100 transaction, like I got to pay $40 in gas fees. This is stupid, right? ICP has solved that problem where you don't have to pay gas fees. Sui just took the technology and started over there. And I said, does that bother you that like people are starting to take your technology and use it themselves? And he was like, honestly, no, I'm not too worried about that. Like we don't care, because the ultimate goal is not to be competing with Sui or competing with Avalanche or competing with Cardano or Solana, the likes of, these cryptos. Our real core mission is to completely decentralize the internet from the ground up, right? And so we kind of went back and forth on that, but I want to hear your thoughts on that, Aaron. And by the way, Aaron, just so you guys that are joining, Aaron has been with ICP for years. Aaron has literally he's literally been like with Dominic Williams, the founder of ICP, numerous times. He's got him on speed dial. That's kind of the kind of relationship that they have with each other. So, and being so young, Aaron, what are you, 23, 22? 21. Aaron is 21 years old. He's been working with ICP since he was, I think out of the womb, he came out and he was like, he had ICP tattooed on him, and he was just all about it. No, but it's been a couple of years he's been working with them. And so don't get it twisted. This young man knows a lot. This young man knows a lot more than I do. And what are your thoughts on that? And what are the conversations you're having over at ICP and Dfinity? And what are we trying to change? And do not drop the name, Aaron. I know you want to. Do not drop the name of the swap that we are going to be talking about.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to say that the Dfinity Foundation does a lot of great work, and I think Kyle's a super smart guy and is really good at what I do, but I do disagree with some of the takes the foundation has and some of the points that Kyle has. So first of all, I'd say this, just there, in my personal belief, I think a blockchain can be whatever it is and whatever the builders decided to be. Ultimately, Dfinity is the major contributor to the blockchain, so they're able to steer a lot of that direction. But I don't really believe in, I kind of understand having one main goal and everything, but at the same time, I think user adoption is extremely important. And obviously, we all know this. This is not something people come to me and they think I'm going to be like, super biased about ICP, et cetera. No, I completely understand that using a lot of the dApps right now in onboarding onto ICP is very difficult. And, part of the stuff I'm doing right now is to try and help that and make it an easy experience to onboard users and have a smooth experience on ICP. A lot of that is DeFi. We know DeFi dominates crypto, and that's something ICP has really lacked in the past. But things are getting a lot better. We have a lot coming up, which is super cool and everything. But I think user adoption is extremely important, and I think my personal feelings around we're not trying to compete with Solana or Sui or Avalanche or any of that stuff. I think that's kind of cope. I don't think there's any excuse to just having a shitty onboarding process, basically. There's no reason we shouldn't have more users. And of course, the things we're doing that are going to be coming in the future will allow for more users to come on in a very easy manner. And Ty, that. Obviously, we can't speak about a lot of it, but that's
maybe
kind of been
we
the
will.
main hurdle
Maybe
for us.
Aaron, maybe we'll. How about this? I mean, do you want to release? I mean, like we've all talked about this stuff. Like, I mean, I haven't, but we can release it and just say, hey, this is what's coming. I'm okay with it. Not right now, but at the end of the stream, do you want to, or do you want to wait?
No, we can talk about the end of the stream. That's completely fine.
All right, so guys, at the end of the stream, you're gonna want to stay tuned. What we're gonna do today, I did a video the other day. You guys saw on TikTok. I posted on X as well, but I did a video the other day talking about something big that's coming to ICP that, I'm an advisor to the project. Aaron is an advisor to the project. And actually later today, we have a meeting with all the developers. And these are people that are very, very connected to Dominic Williams, the founder of ICP, to ICP in general, the devs at ICP. There's a couple of people that are trying to do what we're doing, but they can't figure out how to make it simple, easy. Like your grandmother can just download an app and start buying tokens on ICP. That is like not out there right now. And we're going to be talking about that at the end. I'll tell you the name of it, but it's not ready just yet. We're going through beta. I think beta starts today, right?
Well, we can talk about the end.
We can get into it and everything, but unless you want to talk about it right now, of course, because you just
no. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. So just stay tuned. It's going to be. You guys are going to want to hear this. This is going to literally change ICP. This is one of the things that I think Aaron's been working on for a while. They just brought me in on this a little while ago, and just for exposure, because we need people to understand how to use it. We need people to we also need you guys to tell us what you're actually this is something we'll ask Javi. Make sure you remind me to ask this later too. I want to know what you guys, when you look at Uniswap and when you look at Coinbase Wallet, Phantom, whatever it is, what is it that you like and don't like? That'll be good for us to bring into the meeting today, right? But anyways, what's going on with ICP in terms of, in your eyes, in terms of what direction they're going? I know they switched over to, they're starting to push AI, right? That's a big thing. And we kind of talked about that yesterday. Some of you may have saw that. What are your thoughts on pushing over to AI? Looks like they're, and I know they're still working in the DPIN narrative as well, but AI in general, I'm excited to hear about that.
Yeah, so I think
there's a lot of interesting things that can come with the AI narrative. I think, as we know, with NVIDIA and everything that's happened over the past year, AI is a very hype narrative. You see Near protocols also leaning into the AI hype a lot. And one of the cool things about Canister smart contracts on ICP, so the smart contracts on ICP are immutable, which makes them super special and everything. So you're able to run immutable, AI models basically on chain. So that's something that could be potentially huge. Now, I'm not an AI expert and I don't claim to be in any means. So I'm not able to say that much about it because I simply don't look at my strong suits are basically DeFi and meme coins. But I do think it's going to be a very strong narrative for the bull run for ICP. If you go on CoinMarketCap and you go to categories, I think the third top category is AI and big data, which ICP is number 1 or 2 in it. So yeah, I think it's a strong narrative. I think, a lot of people are going to be able to eat it up and everything. And Dom has some big stuff that's planned for the AI and all that. So
what do you think? So when it comes to a crypto, I always talk about the fact that the person behind the project is really what matters, right? Like the reason why I've stuck with Cardano for so long is not because it was the crypto that made me my first $1 million. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the big reasons. but one of the, I mean, because obviously the thing went to $3, $4 or whatever it was, $3.10, 15 cents, whatever, dropped back down to like 7 cents. Like this shit just like dumped, right? And I was like, damn, like, do I want to get back into this project, right? Or do I want to move on to something else? And I've always liked Charles Hoskinson. I've always been a big fan of him. And now look, he's making waves inside of our government, right? You ever heard of the race, the story, the tortoise and the snail, or the tortoise and the hare? Sorry. And the tortoise ended up winning the race. Well, that's Cardano. And I feel like that's going to be ICP as well. I feel like everybody's looking for the new shiny object, the new Sui, the new Solana killer, like, right? And but if you're thinking not just short term, cool, we're going to make some money short term, don't worry. But long term as well, ICP's that play. And I'm really bullish on Dominic Williams. What are your thoughts on him? I know you've talked to him, you've met him, you've had conversations with him. What are your thoughts on him in terms of just go ahead.
Yeah, so I think he's really interesting
guy. He's a super passionate leader and he works very, very hard. So I think especially with some of the stuff that happened, I mean, anyone who holds ICP or knows about ICP knows that what the all-time chart looks like. And I think there are some people who might have been skeptical of him on his like work ethic and his intentions with the project. But let it be known he wants ICP to go as high as possible. Okay. And he also, he works super hard on everything. I will say I don't agree with him on everything he says. So there is a lot of points I disagree with him on. But at the same time, I do think he's a good leader. You want the leader of the blockchain to be super passionate. And I think ultimately at the end of the day, he's going to want to do whatever he needs to do to, try and make this succeed. So
it's good to hear. I mean, I like I said, I say this all the time. If you're in a project and the leaders don't care about their project and they're just looking for money, right? Or their leaders aren't that smart, right? Think about that for a minute. Do you really want to be in that project? And there's a lot of projects out there where they're not going to be here long term and their leadership is terrible. And now I will say, just like you said, the one thing that I think they're missing is the advertising aspect of it. But again, that's where what we're going to be talking about today is going to, I think, fix a lot of that. Like I really do.
Yeah. So, I mean, what we can talk about later
is, I'm going to kind of give an overview of what's, to the come and everything, which could come in the next, we'll see what happens. But one thing I want to talk about with ICP that I think is super interesting, which is kind of my favorite narrative, is the Chain Fusion narrative. And a lot of people don't know this, but ICP nodes can talk directly with Bitcoin nodes. And you're seeing you can actually develop Bitcoin DeFi right on ICP. And the reason you'd want to do this is because, the transactions are super quick. It's super smooth. The gas fees that are on Bitcoin are not going to be there. It's going to be super cheap because it's ICP. And an example like Tap Protocol, which is a DeFi hub on Bitcoin. It's a Bitcoin DeFi hub. They're actually building with ICP smart contracts. So that's a really big thing. And I think Bitcoin DeFi, working with the internet computer, is going to be a huge, huge narrative. I think that's something people are really slept on. There is kind of some controversy around Bitcoin DeFi. Obviously, you have the Maxi community that just hates anything that's not Bitcoin. But I think ultimately, because Bitcoin's so strong and there's so much liquidity, Bitcoin DeFi will do well. And the fact that ICP is actually playing kind of a major role in that and allowing it to excel is going to be a big narrative, I think.
Looks like we're echoing again. Hold on. Give me a second. Guys, are we still echoing? Let me know if we're still echoing.
There's only one guy who said it.
It's echoing on your side. You keep fumbling the ball, Aaron.
What am I doing wrong?
Here, start talk. Keep it like that where it's muffled. Start talking again, Aaron.
Hello.
Keep going what you were saying. I think it's because it might be because of it can hear it through. I don't know. We'll see.
Bitcoin DeFi working with internet computer.
Okay. All right. It's good now. All right. So keep that. I guess we'll just keep that muffled.
Muffled because of the connection. I just turned it down though. So.
Okay. Cool. All right. Pull up my screen real quick, Javi.
Yep.
I know you guys can't see this on TikTok, but I'll move the camera. I'm gonna do something real quick. You're not able to share it over there anymore? What happened?
No, I am.
Guys, I want to show you guys this. Check this out real quick. Hold on. So what Aaron was just saying prior to what the last thing he was just saying, when you go on to CoinMarketCap, and I know you guys can see it when you guys, hold on. Let me just make sure you guys can see this here. When you go on to CoinMarketCap and you go to categories, and then you go to all these categories, right? You have memes, Solana ecosystem, AI, gaming, real world assets, DPIN, AI memes, right? You can see it all right here. I'm pointing at the bottom here. When I click AI, look who comes up number 1 and number 2. Near Protocol, Internet Computer, right? Ahead of Render, ahead of BitInSensor, ahead of Artificial Superintelligence, right? Ahead of Akash, ahead of EOS, right? And it's the crazy part, Aaron, is all of these cryptos have been, not all of them, but a lot of these cryptos have been doing very well. They've been like EOS has been coming back massively, right? Injective has done very well. Theta has been pumping. Akash Network has been pumping. The two projects that haven't been pumping are Near Protocol and Internet Computer. And the crazy, I mean, not that when I say pumping, I mean, yeah, they're up a little bit, but they're not comparing to what's going on inside of some of these other cryptos. And it's crazy to me that the two product, and you guys know I'm very big on Near Protocol, very big on Near Protocol. It's one of my largest bags. Obviously, ICP is like my top 3 largest bag, and it's in my top 3. And they're lacking in price action. And my point behind talking about this is, one, I'm not too worried about it. When the AI narrative comes, remember I tell you guys all the time, you guys got to wait for narratives, right? And the narrative right now, and let me turn this back around, but the narrative in crypto right now is not artificial intelligence, right? Would you agree, Aaron? The narrative is not AI right now, but it will be, right? It's going to come back. And when it comes back, you're going to see Near Protocol and Internet Computer go fucking berserk. They're going to go absolutely crazy. And so my point behind showing you guys this is what he's saying, 1, is true. And number 2, be patient. Because there's going to come a time where AI is really just, it picks up massively for a couple of months. And you're going to see projects like Internet Computer, Near Protocol, and others just go absolutely crazy. I wanted to just kind of throw that in there. But anyways, keep going with what you were saying, Aaron.
Yeah. I mean, I think when it comes to the
price action of ICP and Near, I mean, Near's done better than ICP. One interesting thing that people don't talk about is how highly correlated ICP is to AVAX. If you take a look at the Avalanche chart and compare it to ICP chart, you can see they're heavily correlated. I showed this to DeFi Daddy when I did a collab with him a week ago or something, and he was shocked because he didn't realize this. But if you compare the AVAX chart to the ICP chart, they're neck and neck. It's basically like the same market makers working on them. And, kind of what you were saying, the market, there's cycles to it. So right now you're seeing D side that's really hot, but then a month later, AI could be really hot and stuff like that. And also another thing is the way ICP actually trades. And, I've been following the ICP asset for, a while now. So I see it every single day and I watch it a lot. It kind of lags against the market and it's kind of weird. This happened last year. Actually, the whole market ran up and then ICP did not pump hard until December 12th. So basically, within like a month from now. So people are kind of like, oh, it's lagging now. Well, last year it lagged for even a month longer and then it shot up. So not saying the same thing's going to happen again, but I'm saying liquidity rotates.
Aaron, it's happening now. It is. It's happening now. And like one of the things, like I was telling my following the other day, when I'm waiting for Bitcoin to go to that 100,000 mark, right? And what's going to happen is like Cardano and XRP and all these other Solana, they're all going to pump with it, right? I'm going to take 10, 20% profits off the top of those, and I'm going to throw it into ICP because I'm waiting for ICP to have a pump. The same thing I'm doing with Ethereum, right? I just took profits from a lot of my cryptos last night. Last night, I took 5% off of like all these different cryptos. There are probably like 7 or 8 of them that are up 100, 200, 300%. And I put it into Ethereum, right? Because Ethereum is poised to pump. There's no way that Ethereum's not going to pump to over $4,000 in the coming weeks, right? It's the same thing with ICP. So not financial advice, but I'm positioning myself, right? I'm going to let these cryptos do their thing. And like Aaron's saying, ICP, Ethereum, these cryptos, near protocol, Avalanche, they haven't had their day in the sun. Oh, let me see if Avalanche actually has been doing okay over the last 7 days. Hold on. Let me just look real quick. Yeah, even Avalanche only up 22%, right? You brought them up. That's a good project as well. They're kind of lacking right now. They're going to come running. They're going to come running back. And so I'm going to be taking some profits from my other stuff and throwing it into these ICP, near protocol, Ethereum, and watching those things run up because he's right. 1000%. They're always lagging, right? And you guys got to remember, there's only so much money coming into the market at the same time, right? And there's only going to be those certain winners at that time. It doesn't mean that your ICP is never going to move again, right? It just means that it's not its turn, right? And when it is its turn, it's going to be violent. I think it's going to be fucking violent. And we've seen it. We've seen how violent that price can go. I mean, we went from like $5-6 to $20 in like 30 days. Right. Yeah. I mean, it was violent last time that happened. So anyways, keep going. I apologize for interrupting you.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you could pull up on
your thing and show your viewers the Avalanche chart versus the ICP chart and show them how similar the charts look. I think it's really interesting. But yeah, I mean, ICP has whales backing the project, et cetera. The whales are going to want to pump it at some point. And that's kind of how it works. Liquidity rotates in crypto. So at the end of the day, you see this, with Ethereum. Ethereum recently went on a nice run. And like you said, Ethereum's going to do well. I mean, I'm not a fan of it at all. I've been, I think liquidity is going to continue to go out of it. But at the end of the day, like there's so many, the highest TVL. It's once again the second biggest crypto. Donald Trump's got his project on there. We can keep going on and on, but it's going to pump. And that's kind of how it is. There's cycles of crypto and everything. Like you're seeing HBAR running right now. You're seeing whatever random coin, it's pumping. So yeah.
Well, one of the things I'll teach you guys here, this is some educational purposes, not investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so obviously invest at your own risk, do your own research. But one of the things that I want you guys, I'm going to kind of elaborate what I just said. And I repeat myself numerous times for a reason. I don't repeat myself to hear myself talk. I repeat myself because I want you guys to understand this concept. But a lot of you guys in my comments have been chasing the pump on Cardano. You've been chasing the pump on XRP. You've been chasing the pump on HBAR, right? And you're selling your potential, 10, 20x bags and other cryptos to chase a 30% extra pump over here on Cardano or XRP or whatever, because, it's the shiny new object, right? We talk about this all the time. Humanity, when they see a shiny new object, they're like, it's kind of like buying a car. The new model's out. I have to go get it, right? And it's like a really bad financial fucking decision, right? Like, dude, your car's fine. It runs fine. Stop spending money, right? Pay the fucking thing off and use that money for something else. Well, my point behind saying that and using that as an analogy is so many of you guys are chasing the shiny new object, right? Or the shiny new crypto, or not even new crypto, but the crypto that's booming in the market, and you're selling your ICP, you're selling your chain swap, you're selling your near protocol, and you're chasing these pumps. And what's going to happen? It happened to somebody the other day. They said, I just transferred over whatever, I think it was ICP. Somebody said my ICP for HBAR, not ICP, I'm sorry. It was, what was it? What the fuck was the project? I think it was Quant or something. And it pumped, like, she goes, I sold it. I transferred it over to this one crypto. That one went down 10%. And the one that I sold went up 40%. Right? Like have your conviction and put new money. If you want to chase a project, put new money into it, but don't sell at a loss or sell because your project hasn't been moving. It's just not its turn. That's my personal opinion. It's worked for me every time. Aaron, how many times have you sold a crypto, right? Because it wasn't doing anything, to the crypto that was pumping, and then you end up weeks later or a week later, that crypto you sold fucking sends 100%, and you're not in it, and you didn't get gains over here because the liquidity from this crypto that's been pumping comes out and then goes into the other cryptos that you sold. How many times has that happened when you first started in crypto?
Too many times to count.
So many times, like insane, right? So let's go into, you know what? I don't want to say the name of the project yet, but let's go into some of these questions that people have. And then we'll get into the name of the project that we're working on, that I think is going to really bring a ton of users to ICP. And then I know you're big on DeFi. Why ICP for DeFi over other platforms? What would you say?
Yeah, so first of all, I think the strongest narrative for ICP DeFi is Chain Fusion. So with the platform that we're going to be talking about in a little bit, we're going to be able to do really cool stuff with Bitcoin DeFi. We're going to be able to do stuff with Ethereum and Solana as well. So I think the big thing is Chain Fusion right there. I talked about it earlier, how ICP works with Bitcoin DeFi and all that other stuff. That can be applied to the DEX that we're going to be talking about, and also the reverse gas model. So something that's really interesting that you can do on ICP that you cannot do on any other chain is something like a micro transaction, which can get really, really interesting and can add a lot of cool features to the DEX in the future. So I would say Chain Fusion and then the reverse gas model are probably the two strongest reasons for why ICP DeFi and why it has, potential.
When you think, okay, so when you talk about smaller transactions, so what you're trying to say, and let me make sure I'm correct here, but what you're trying to say is, if I want to do, a micro transaction of pennies or dollars, you can't do that on Ethereum because the gas is so expensive. Correct?
Yeah. And then like an
Example of this would be, so how, you're correct. And then an application of this, like how the fuck can that actually be used? Because this is kind of like just a little rant, but like there's a lot of things in crypto, we have this tech, et cetera, but how does it actually get applied to, become a reality and serve a use to the people? So a good example, and this would kind of be a fun one, would be like in the future, let's just say on XDEX, you wanted to have XP. So how in video games you have XP, experience points, you can have microtransactions and people could build up experience points on the DEX. So that would be an interesting way to apply microtransactions. I'm not a microtransactions expert, obviously, but there's a lot of cool things you can do with the reverse gas model. So,
and can you explain for those that are new, because the people that follow me, a lot of them I call them the crypto normies. Your normal everyday people working a 9-to-5, trying to get out of the rat race. And thank you for following me. I appreciate all of you, because I was there with you in the rat race, fucking driving Uber, trying to just get myself out of this rat race that I was in. And crypto's what got me there. So first, I applaud you guys for being here and learning and getting into this space and understanding. But, we're talking to a lot of normal people, right? We call them the normies in the space. And reverse gas fees. Can you, I don't know how detailed or how much you understand about that. Can you give your perspective on that and why that's better versus Solana or better versus Ethereum?
Yeah, so on ICP, basically the difference is, so
on Solana or Ethereum or basically any other chain, the user is paying gas. So let's use Ethereum for an example, which is kind of the main gas chain. You're going to have, you're trying to do a transaction. You're trying to convert your stable coin on Ethereum to your stable coin on Solana. You're going to have to pay a gas fee for that. So you got to pay a $20 gas fee. Well, in ICP, gas fees are paid by the developer. So, and it's actually something called cycles, but we don't really need to get into that. So the gas fees are paid by the developers on ICP, not by the users. And this is, how like a Web2 app works. In Web2, you're not paying gas fees. Okay. It's just all the computation, everything, all the fees and all the, the web hosting and all that stuff. It's all being paid by, the company. Now, the one question that someone would say, well, how much does it cost for the, the teams? It's not expensive at all. The gas fees for what the developers have to put up is very, very little. So I think it's a more scalable option. And because I don't believe that gas fees are the future of crypto. So
They're not. I mean, think about it. How many of you guys tried to transfer and you want to spend $50 to buy a crypto on Uniswap and your gas fee is half the fucking price of the crypto, right? It's like, it's not sustainable. And then not only that, but this is in a world where we're not even really using Ethereum, right? Like we don't have a billion people using and transacting on Ethereum. When it gets to the point where crypto becomes mainstream, the problem with Ethereum is exactly that. It's not going to be scalable because it's going to be too expensive. You think gas fees are expensive right now? The peak of the bull run, last bull run, gas fees were like over $100 per transaction. Remember that? Dude, insane. So the average person couldn't even get into crypto. Like, it's crazy. So anyways, let's go. Any of you guys have any questions? I know you guys, Aaron, here's a good question for you. Where do you see your price target in terms of ICP in 2025? I think we're going to peak. And again, we could peak earlier, later. I don't know. But if I had to take history and make history rhyme like it normally does, I would say that we're going to peak in October, November of 2025. I know that's when a lot of people, their cryptos unlock. So anyways, that's normally when it happens. What do you think we're going to hit in terms of price? If you had to make it just, and again, not financial advice, this is literally just based on what your thoughts are.
Yeah, for sure. I've been saying this the whole time.
I think if ICP shits to bed, basically it can hit $50. And if it's my price prediction as it will cross $100. I don't know when in 2025, may or may not happen, but that's, my prediction. I think you can hit $100. I think that's pretty realistic, about a 10x from here. So if we have a real strong alt season and, Trump's really doing his thing and everything, and there's nothing crazy that happens in the macro, so we don't see a huge world war breakout, I think $100 is possible. But
it's about in line with what I said. I think we're going to get more into 5x, but I've been saying between $100 and $200, depending on how big this bull run is. I think that's for me, that's realistic. And one of the things I tell you guys all the time is I'm not waiting for $100. I will sell at $25. I will sell a little bit at $40, $50. Like I'll start the dollar cost out, right? But I'm still going to have a decent bag in there waiting for that $100 to $150 mark, maybe even 200. We'll see where we are in the bull run, how much money comes in. I don't think people understand how many trillions of dollars are coming into this market. And the other thing too, guys, is like, if you can get a 10, 12x on your money, a 15x, let's just say a 10 to 15x on your money. We talked about this last night, right? I know a lot of you are looking for this like 50x. Well, ICP may be a 50x play in 10 years, right? But if you can get a 10x your money, where are you getting a 10x anywhere else? Like I did this in the comments, right? I did it last night for those of you that are here again or new. In the comments, when have you ever 10x'd your money in like a 12 to 24 month period ever in your life? When? Put in the comments. Tell me how you have 10x'd your fucking money in a 10 to 12 month period. You can't. It's not possible, only in crypto, right? And will there be other cryptos that get you better returns? Sure, but they're also a lot more risky. ICP is one of those projects where you can fumble the bag, right? And Aaron, tell me if you agree. I'm curious on how you feel about this. You could fumble the bag on ICP, not take a ton of profits because you're waiting for a massive number. Just keep holding for the next 5 years into the next bull run and 10, 20 extra money easily. ICP is going to, it's not like it's going anywhere, right? 5 years from now, ICP will be here, but a lot of these low cap cryptos may not, right? A lot of these mid caps may not be here in 5, 10 years. ICP will, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, 100%. ICP is
not going anywhere. It's, they have a real headquarters with hundreds of people employed in Zurich, Switzerland, and you can go and visit the headquarters down there. It's not like some fucking, startups with a couple guys coding in their basement or whatever. So it's a really serious project. Yeah, and the way I feel about like shitcoins and stuff and gambling when it comes to that, it's like, I don't think there's ever going to be a scenario where you hit the ultimate altcoin trade and it's the best one in crypto. You can hit literally a 100x and your buddy comes along and says, I had a 500x. or 1,000x. Of course, like I've hit 100x's, I've hit 500x's. I even think I hit 1,000x this year. I think I might have done one of them. But at the end of the day, it's like when you're normally playing around in crypto, you want to just go for, I think a 10x is, very, very good. Like in traditional finance, if you're just keeping your money in the bank, you're not getting a fucking 10x, and of course with inflation, everything, your money's just actually getting robbed from you, and taxes and all that other stuff. But I think a 10x is like super, super good. And don't get greedy. Just don't get greedy. There's a lot of bullshit you see online. One guy gets 100x and then you feel FOMO and you feel like you got to keep gambling. Don't keep gambling. Okay. That's the one thing. Always take healthy profits. So yeah.
Well, you think about when I go to the casino, I love roulette, right? And there's been, I'm still outside of the last time, which I should have walked away, right? But the one time I didn't walk away. Normally, when I hit on roulette, I walk away, right? I'm like, yo, we just made 2-3 grand, we're out, right? Well, I didn't walk away the last time, and I kept going, and I lost it all, right? It's the same thing in crypto, right? When you get your 5, 10, 15x, and you're not satisfied with that, and you haven't taken some massive profits, I'm not saying you sell all. Maybe it's going to go higher. Maybe you can get a 30x, right? But that's what a moon bag is for, right? In my opinion. So what he's saying, it makes a lot of sense. Don't get greedy. You get yourself an 8, 10, 12, 15x, and you're not taking massive profits at that point. You're going to end up the casino's going to take their money back, right? Like they're going to. The house will win, right? If you don't take your profits. So keep that in mind. But moving on to let's do this. So this is going to be super exciting. Someone said crypto is a pyramid. So is the US dollar. So is every business in the world. So that's a silly statement. But anyways, I want to go into the new swap that we're doing. So we've been talking about, and I have it on the screen here. Don't show it yet unless you are.
No, I'm not sure.
Okay, so I have it on my screen here. Those of you on TikTok, you might want to jump over to X. Actually, real quick, how many of you in my chat, put a 1 in the chat if you're following me on X, a 2 if you're not. 1 if you are, 2 if you're not. It's echoing again. I don't know why. Okay. Aaron's going to try to fix it. It's probably on Aaron's end. Okay. So a good amount of you. All right. So if you're not, right, and you want to see the project, I would hop over to X at The Real TR Talks. Do I have anybody in here? Pete, are you still moderating? Let me know if you're still moderating, Pete.
He was in the X yesterday.
I know he was on here earlier. Pete, are you still moderating? If you are, can you put my my X account? If you're not, I'm just going to figure out how to do it here. I don't actually, I don't even know how to do it, to be completely honest. Let me see if Pete's still on. He's normally still on. Let's see. I'm going to give you guys my X in a second. Actually, is there any way we could here, let's do this, guys. Hold on. We pull it up on here.
I'll pull it up. I got you.
Javi's going to pull it up, and I'm going to show the screen so you guys can go follow there. And if you guys want to see the project that we're working on, I'm going to be showing it here. You can listen still here, but if you actually want to see it and visualize it, it's going to be right here.
You can show the screen.
Aaron, we'll just have you mute when we can't hear you talk right now, by the way, Aaron. Are you still can't hear you?
I'm going to jump off because my headphones died. Okay.
Oh, that's why there's an echo, because of the headphones. Do you have any other headphones?
No, I don't. I just have these AirPods that just died. So
okay. Well, you guys are going to have to deal with the echo. Sorry. All right.
All right.
Check this out.
Go on X.
All right. Ready? Hold on. Right here. Okay. Take a screenshot. I'm going to do this for about 5 more seconds. All right. That's the X account. All right. Cool. So let's get into it, Aaron. And damn, your headphones are done, so it's going to fucking echo like crazy.
Just go to X if you don't want the echo.
Yeah, if you don't want the echo, just go to X.
And you'll be able to see it.
We just had like 70 people leave, so we'll see if an X just popped up like 70 people. So So just go to X.
Let me
He's
try and
gonna
connect
see- I'm
my
gonna see if we can
headphones
fix this
again. I
on
think
his
they have
end.
more battery because they charge quickly.
You're welcome, Gabe. Appreciate you guys. All right, cool. I'll tell you when to pull it over. All right, you ready, Aaron? So here, we're gonna get into it. This is gonna be super exciting. Go ahead and pull up on the screen. Yep. So this is the project. Nope, that's the wrong project. Hold on. hold on. Here we go. All right. So here's the project that we are working on. I want to talk about the app and all that too, but Aaron, I'm going to let Aaron talk about this. Again, if it's echoing, go to X. Seriously, if you don't have X, you guys need to get on X. The X name is The Real TR Talks with an S. So the word real, the word then an abbreviation TR. It's for my initials. So The Real TR, then the word talks with an S at the end. The Real TR Talks. If you don't want the echo, go over to X, and we'll fix this next time. This is the first time we've ever streamed both, right? So, anyways, so the project that we're going to be talking about is called Kong Swap, right? And I'm super fucking excited about this, not just for where this project's going to go and how high I think we can get this thing to fucking soar, but this is what's going to bring people over to start buying projects on that are being built on ICP. One of the biggest problems ICP has, right? The biggest problems they have is exactly that. You don't know where to buy it. You can go use the plug wallet, but then like you don't even know how much money you have. There's no numbers. Like it makes no fucking sense. It's absolutely horrendous. It's terrible. It's ass, right? What do they call it? Booty juice. It's absolutely nasty. So we needed to fix that. Aaron reaches out to me and he's like, hey, we're getting really close to, a working product here. Sorry, hold on. Someone's calling me. Let me cancel that. All right. We're getting really close to a working product here. And I want you to be an advisor to the project. I know that, and we had this conversation and here we are. So Aaron, I'm going to let you take it from here on what's going on with Kong Swap. I know you're super excited about this. Now, guys, understand before we get going, it's not ready yet. So don't go try to use it. It's still wonky. We're working on it, but in the next couple of weeks, we should be ready to go. We're going to have a big meeting today about when we're going to be launching, and you guys will hear more. I'm not doing any videos on this yet. Like you guys are the first people to hear about this product. And my Telegram is going to be pissed at me because typically I tell them first, but I haven't told them yet. So sorry if you're in my Telegram. I know you guys are going to be upset with me, but there's really nothing you can get out of it. It's not like you're going to make any money or this and that, right? This was kind of on a whim. We decided, you know what? We're going to talk about it today. So Aaron, go ahead and take it away. Oh, hold on. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Yeah. Hold on, guys.
His mic's muted.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Perfect.
All right, cool. So yeah, Kong Swap is a DEX that's built on the Internet Computer. It launched about a month ago. Now, the main issue right now is the fact that if you're into ICP, you know this, there isn't a good wallet on ICP. So it's not Kong's fault that there's an issue with it right now. It's actually the wallets on ICP that are causing major problems. And there's a new wallet that just got released to ICP, which some of you guys may know about, which we're going to be talking about in the future. But we're having a whole new front end. So what you're seeing right now on your screen is going to be old news, and I think probably the next couple of weeks or so. So we have a whole new front end coming in, and it's going to be pretty robust, and it's also going to feature a new wallet that just came to ICP. And this new wallet is extremely key because all you need to do to get onto the wallet, which you connect to Kong Swap, is just with your Google. So you can just use your Google account. And one of the major problems that me and Ty, have been talking about, and we talked about at the beginning of this, is the fact that coming into ICP there's been a lot of friction. And this new wallet will be able to make it frictionless. And like right now, our problem is all the wallets offered on Kong Swap right now suck ass and just being point blank, they're shit. And now in the future, and the new update that's going to come to Kong Swap, which features a new front end, and a front end is basically
the design right here. So the design you see right here and the buttons, everything are going to be changed different. It's going to also feature a new wallet for you to connect. And I think this is going to be the project that's, going to potentially allow for liquidity to really flow in to ICP, because it's going to be super easy with the new front end and wallet, where it's going to be, you come on the KongSwap, you connect to your NFID with just your Google account, and you start trading, and it's going to be seamless. And it's very pretty. And Ty, you've already seen the new front end. You've already seen it, so you know it's coming and everything. And I think it's super, super exciting. Hopefully should be on the next couple of weeks or so. But yeah.
So one of the cool things that we're doing with this, and this is we're trying to bring in the normies to crypto, right? And one of the biggest things is when people get onto this, they go, okay, how do I use it? Right? What does Connect Wallet mean? I mean, some of it's common sense, but like, what does swap mean? What do pools mean? Right? Obviously receive and send is very, very simple. Right? What does the stats mean? Right? So and I know this seems silly, and some of you may be like, okay, like that's cool. But for those of you that are really like normies in crypto, that you get on to Uniswap and it's like Chinese to you, and you're like looking at a second language and you're like, what the hell is this? Right? We're going to make this really, really, really easy. You're going to be able to hover over it, and it's going to literally tell you what that feature does. Right? It's going to be, when I said earlier, we're creating something where you're going to be able to download and your grandmother will be able to use it. That's what we're building. Like, we want it to be as easy as Coinbase, right? Where anybody can come in. The other thing, no KYC, right? So those of you that are in other countries, or if there's for whatever reason, I can't really speak on why KYC, okay, first of all, it's called know your customer, right? And in the US, you have to be KYC'd, right? We're starting off no KYC. Will that come in the future if we want to become this massive, massive brand? And yes, right? That's the conversation that we'll have with the team later, but no KYC to start. Are we going to be doing leverage trading on here? Is that going to be part of this? Did we talk about that? I'm curious.
Yeah, so there's a lot of features to come. I mean,
muted?
there's a roadmap, so there's going to be...
No, you're good. Never mind. You're good.
We good?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the future, yes, there will be leverage trading down the road, but I think one of the big things, so we have a whole roadmap, obviously, and the things that are coming soon to expect is the new front end plus the new wallet, which is hopefully going to allow for people to seamlessly able to trade on ICP. And also on the roadmap, we have borrowing and lending, which is something that's not, there isn't a robust borrowing and lending platform on ICP. And in our new front end, you're going to see a borrowing and lending section there coming soon, which should be coming in a couple months or so, which is going to be huge. So the idea of this is we have the potential here to essentially be the Uniswap and the Aave of ICP, which is really big. There's a lot of ground to cover and everything. So yeah, there's a lot coming. Like, once again, this launched about a month ago. It's pretty bare bones right now. And yeah, but a lot is coming. There's a lot in store. There's a big roadmap. So yeah.
So you'll be hearing us talking more about this, guys. Again, it's not fully ready, fully functional just yet. So I know, if I understand it correctly, you can go use it now, but it's wonky. We're working out the bugs.
Wallets are causing issues, so that's why we're going in the new front end. We have the new wallet that's come to ICP.
Talk a little bit about what you were just saying when it comes to the Google connection. Like, can you elaborate, so a caveman can understand?
Yeah. So what's going to look like in the future is when you come on the KongSwap and you click the Connect Wallet button, you're going to see an option for this wallet called NFID. I told them to rebrand it, which I think they will, but it's called NFID right now. And on the wallet, you're able to just log in with Google. So you're going to see a little Google symbol that's going to be shown there in KongSwap. You're going to click there. You're going to click log in with your Google account, and you're going to be having your ICP wallet through your Google account, which everyone has a fucking Google account. So it's going to be a seamless onboard, and it's also going to, be something that everyone has. So it's going to be an easy onboard, and then you're going to be able to start trading on KongSwap. So yeah, and once again, this layout you're seeing right here is going to be changed. So yeah.
So I'm very bullish on this. One of the things that we're also going to be doing. So this is what made the Phantom wallet and Solana blow up and everything. And Aaron, do you mind if I don't know if I can talk about this? Let me know. But we were in talks about me and you were talking about the other day. You brought it up to me. I said it was a fucking amazing idea, but essentially, when in order to buy or get involved in certain meme coins and stuff like that, you have to download the Kong wallet, right? You
Not the
remember
Kong
we had that
wallet.
conversation the other day?
Yeah.
Is that something that we want to talk about or no?
I mean, yeah, no. So I was saying, like, on Kong Swap, hopefully in the future, once again, the Kong token you can only buy on Kong Swap. So there's a lot of tokens that are exclusive to Kong Swap, basically, where they only have the liquidity there. But right now it's just kind of difficult to get on it because the wallets are shit. When you go on to Uniswap, you have MetaMask, which is a nice wallet, or Phantom, which is a nice wallet. Right now in Connect, we only have Plug Wallet and II, and those are the only two that have been offered until this new wallet just showed up out of nowhere. So that's pretty much what's going on right now.
I would say it's a game changer. Like when you think about being able to connect through Google, I mean, everybody has Google, and if you don't, it's really easy to create a Google account. Right now, they're asking, what about security issues with Google? Oh, we good? Hold on, Aaron. Hold on, Aaron. Can't hear you. Aaron's in like fucking Poland right now, so the internet connection there is. I mean, we're literally fucking miles, thousands of miles away from each other.
Yeah, my headphones are cooked, so it's gonna start echoing again.
Okay, it's gonna echo. If you guys are on TikTok, it's gonna echo. You got to deal with it, or you guys can go over to X. Follow me on X at the word the real TR Talks. The real TR Talks. Right? It's gonna echo here. I apologize. If you want to get rid of the echo, go over to X at the real TR Talks with an S at the end. Because I'm the only one echoing now. So I'll stop talking. So Aaron, they're asking about security with Google and all that. How's that work?
Hold up. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not the one. I can go ask Dan about it, the guy who made the wallet. I'm not the one who made it, but if you've used Sui Wallet before, it's also an authentication method you can use over there. So this is not something that's, not been done in crypto before. But I'm pretty sure, these guys are advanced cryptographers. And I think the way they did it was, that's the thing, I'm not completely sure. So I really don't want to talk about it because I really don't know the actual answer. But I can literally just text Dan about it. I mean, I'll text him right now and see if he responds. He's pretty active. So I'll say, hey, how does the security work on the Google login for NFID? People are asking. He normally just responds pretty quick, so he may respond to us now. I think I talked to him. Yeah.
See what he says. I'm going to answer some of these questions for people in the meantime. So one of the questions just came in. This wallet only holds ICP. No. So when you go on to Phantom or you go on to Uniswap, you have to trade with Ethereum or you have to trade with using a Solana in order to get coins that are built on the Solana chain. So if somebody's building a project on ICP, right? A dev comes in or a team of devs come in, they're like, we're going to build a DeFi project on ICP. And that project, you start hearing about it, it's being promoted, right? And you're like, well, where do I buy it, right? Right now, it's very difficult to buy projects being built on ICP, which is why ICP's ecosystem is slow. Yes, we know there's an echo. Go to X at the real TR Talks. We know there's a fucking echo. Like, did you just get here? We know there's a fucking echo. Go to the real TR Talks on X. Go to X on the real TR Talks. I'm not going to say it anymore. There's going to be a fucking echo. Deal with it. All right. I blame Aaron. It's Aaron's fault. Everybody blame Aaron. All right. Yeah, anyways. So one of the things that we're trying to solve here is easy access to buying cryptos, right? Fucking people, bro. Yo, you guys suck sometimes. But we want easy access. We want this to be so simple that you could be like, hey, grandma, download this app and then go do XYZ, and she could buy cryptos on ICP, right? So no, you're not going to just be able to buy ICP. ICP is going to be, taking place of the dollar as an example.
Ty, I have your answer. Sorry to interrupt you, but I actually asked him this before.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so this is the guy who made this wallet was actually the one who made Internet Identity. One of his investors built II, but he said to me, so I asked him this question. This is obviously not a really good response because it's not a technical crowd, but he said, the backend architecture is super similar to Internet Identity. One of our investors built it. It's basically that simple. Now, of course, that doesn't mean shit to anybody listening here. But TLDR, it is secure. So that's what you have to know, because the Internet Identity, from my experience in the NNS, is super secure. And as he says here, the backend architecture, so the actual hard code is super similar to II. Okay, actually, he just sent me a doc too. He said you can send this doc. Google stuff is managed by Google servers. So we recommend adding passkeys for faster and more secure NFID WAuth. And then he sent me a whole thing right now.
Okay, so this is what I want to do, Aaron. What I want to do. So Lucia says Internet Identity, similar tech, appreciate it. Yeah. So it's you guys got to understand there's going to be different layers too of protection, right?
Yeah.
You guys are used to like your seed phrase. The security with a seed phrase versus Internet Identity, it's going to be very similar. Right.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't worry too much about security. Obviously, we wouldn't be building this if it wasn't secure.
Take on it. So as it says here in these docs, which, you know, when we start to promote this wallet more, we're going to talk about and everything. There is layers to it. So you can have the Google sign up, and then there's the Google sign up where you can then go and do the protect your NFID wallet. So there's layers to it, like any other fucking wallet you've ever used. But the one thing is even more than, you know, people don't actually give that many fucks about privacy, and they don't care about security really either. Your Phantom wallet and your MetaMask can get drained. I've had a MetaMask drained. I had a friend get their Phantom wallet drained a couple of weeks ago. So if you really care that much about security, you'll have it on a hardware wallet. So, and the fact that probably most of you guys don't shows that you really don't even care about security that much, because if you're holding stuff on a MetaMask or Phantom, it's ultimately not that secure. So the first thing is that humans don't even give a shit about security that much. And the second thing is there's layers to it. So you can just have an option, you know, you can go log in through Google, you have that layer, and then you have the layer where you add the more secure, you know, robust security to make sure that it doesn't get hacked, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But if you have your crypto on MetaMask, which I do too, I'm guilty of it too, you don't care as much as you think you do about security. So that's kind of my take on it. So I think having a Google login is super smooth. If you talk to somebody who's not in crypto at all and say, hey, log in with a Google account, it's super easy.
That's awesome. I'm gonna go through some of these comments here real quick, and then we're gonna probably hop off. Those of you that are watching on TikTok, I know it's echoing again. I'm gonna say this one more time. Follow on X, Elon's platform. You know, X at The Real TR Talks.
Ty, I can just jump off the TikTok.
I know. I'm about to actually. We're gonna jump off right now. Hold on, real quick.
Send them the X.
Yeah, we're gonna send you guys to X because we're having, you know, TikTok. You guys got to step up your game, TikTok, right? It's crazy. He just hopped off anyway, so actually it won't even matter if you're hopped off. We should be good actually. So I'm gonna just sit here. Can you guys? Am I still echoing, guys? Let me know in the comments if I'm still echoing. Good now, cool. All right, it was you, Aaron. You're the culprit. So yeah, we'll stay here. So anyways. So I'm going to answer some comments here. Will KongSwap have its own token? It definitely will, and you're only going to be able to buy it on KongSwap, at least for now. Obviously, the goal is to get it on other exchanges in the future. And like I want you guys to understand, like we're not creating KongSwap because we want to become a billionaire, right? I mean, yes, obviously everybody wants to become a billionaire, sure. We're not creating KongSwap because we want to make a bunch of money. We're creating KongSwap because we want ICP people to be able to come over and buy tokens on ICP, be able to lock up, you know, value on ICP and get the TVL a lot higher, because that's what's gonna make investors and people want to move over to a platform is total value locked, simplicity. Can I build there? Is it cheaper? Is it faster? Right? But if what's the point of building a project if you're going to spend tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of hours building a project, right? Whereas as an example, Solana has a project called Tars AI, right? Ethereum has ChainSwap. These are just two projects I'm talking. I talk about.
Yep.
And if you can't get people, you're building this project and you can't get people to buy your token, to buy your project, why are you going to build there? You're not. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you're not.
And,
No, it's
right. It's crazy. And that's what's been happening. That's why when you look at ICP and you think like, why is ICP lacking versus these other projects? Like there's a reason why like Avalanche is not that big of a project, right? Where do you buy Avalanche tokens? I think it's what? I don't even know what fucking
Trader
wallet.
Joe.
What is it?
Trader Joe.
Trader Joe. But again, there's no like who's advertising that shit. I don't know if that's even real. I don't even know if you're fucking joking or what.
No,
Like,
no,
did you
I'm not.
just make that up?
No, I'm not. I'm not making it up.
Either way, my point, right? This is
It's the main Dex, Trader Joe.
Is it? See, I didn't even know that, right? And I'm in crypto. Like all I do is crypto, right? So our goal is is to build a wallet that's easy to use, so then you can come in and start buying projects on ICP, and then those projects will start. People will start wanting to build over on ICP. Now, here's the thing that you guys got to understand, and you have these arguments from others. You'll hear Blockchain Boy talk about he's pissed off with ICP because of advertising and this aspect that we're talking about. And Aaron says, we really need this. And I think it's important too. But even if this doesn't succeed, I just want you guys to understand, even if we don't become the number one place for developers to start building and people are buying on ICP, that's not stopping ICP from becoming a massive, massive project. Just so you guys know, that's only a small portion of it. There's a reason why Dominic Williams, right, who's smarter than every single person that's watching right now. He's smarter than me, smarter than Aaron. There's a reason why he hasn't focused on that until now, right? Until they really haven't looked at that until now, because they're building something much bigger. They're building alien technology that we're going to be looking at 5-10 years from now going, holy shit, how did you see that coming, right? That's where the real value is in an ICP. But if we can also bring in an app where you can start buying projects, we can then start bringing developers over to build on ICP. And you're going to notice, wow, it doesn't cost anything to transfer. It's faster. It's more secure, right? All these different things, like it's going to be massive for ICP. So it's an added addition. It's an added bonus. With or without this, ICP is going to succeed. Everybody knows that understands ICP. This is just going to supercharge the growth of ICP, right? And Aaron, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I look at it, right? This is just going to supercharge the project.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm super excited what's going to be coming in the coming weeks. So just stay tuned and make sure you're following Ty on X and everything. So yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, let's go through a couple more questions here. Let's see. Am I an advisor to the project? Yes. So Aaron and I are advisors to the project. Aaron's been there since day one. I just came in recently. I mean, we really just launched this, like a month ago. So you're going to hear me talking about it a lot. I'm actually, Aaron, we get my passport next week. We already bought the flights to Zurich. So I'll see you out there. I'm going to be flying out to Switzerland to meet Aaron, and I'm going to be meeting with the heads of ICP, including Dom. And I'm going to tell them, and I'm excited for this, Aaron. I'm really excited for this because I want to get in front of these people that are stuck in front of a computer screen, right? And they don't understand like the world, right? They don't understand like outside of their bubble because they're really fucking intelligent computer geeks, right? And I mean that and not in a derogatory way. These people are geniuses. They're changing the world, but they can't see the world like the everyday guy, right? The regular everyday person. They can't see the world like we do. Right? When you explain to somebody how ICP works with canister contracts, reverse gas fees, like the average person's brain goes like shorts. I can't understand. Like you fucking just tweak, right? Your brain doesn't get it. So these guys, they don't get that. They're like, that's really easy to understand. Blah, 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 blah. And you're sitting there like, what the fuck did you just say? Even myself, right? I'm like, okay, elaborate, break it down so a caveman can understand it. Well, the caveman is going to Zurich, and we're going to be talking to them about this shit, right? The caveman's going to Zurich, and the caveman's going to go, me like ICP, you need to do this. Yeah. Like, no joke. Like, that's like the conversation that's going to be had with these super fucking geniuses, right? So anyways, and I consider myself a pretty smart person, right? But compared to these guys, like this is like Geico commercial. Like, we got to make it like a caveman can do it, right? And that's the big goal. that we have here. So that's why I'm so bullish on ICP. This shit is going to fucking cook. And I hope this makes sense to you guys. I see the comments look very positive about what I'm saying. And that's the whole reason why I'm flying out to Zurich, why I'm coming on board with this project. Aaron, the other day or last night, we were meeting with, Kyle from ICP, the, what's his last name? Langham. Right.
Yeah.
So I told Kyle I was an advisor to the project, and his eyes lit up. He was like, no way. That is so awesome. I am so happy they brought you on board. Like, that's what these projects need, somebody like you to break it down in layman's terms. And I'm super excited for it. Am I getting paid to talk about ICP? I am not getting paid to talk about ICP. I am not. I am not working with ICP. They don't pay enough. So I just really like the project, right? You guys got to understand, and I'm gonna let Aaron talk in a minute. One of the things you guys got to understand, this is totally sidetracked from what we're talking about, but like, I've only taken, I think, 12 or 13 paid promotions, and I've told you they were paid every single one. I'm one of the very few influencers out there that will tell you if I'm taking a paid promotion, whether it's in the video or it's in the description. It'll say sponsored, right? But most of the cryptos I talk about, I'm not paid. But obviously, I put 10 years of work into this. I deserve to get paid. So if you don't like that, then I can give you a big middle finger. Like, that's how I feel about it. Don't follow me then. Anyways, go ahead, Aaron.
Wait, what was the question? Sorry.
Well, there wasn't a question. So I don't know if you looked like you wanted to say something, but we'll go into the comments here. Your PP for ICP this cycle. I don't know what that means, Wayne. When does the app go live? When does KongSwap go live? Those of you that are just joining in.
So I said this already, but KongSwap is live right now. The issue with KongSwap right now is not KongSwap. It's the wallets that are on ICP that are currently featured. And we have a new wallet that literally just arrived to ICP in literally the past week or two that's going to be on the new front end. So there's going to be a new pretty front end that's going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks or so. And it's going to be on KongSwap, and it's going to feature a new wallet you can log in with. So that's kind of the deal with KongSwap right now. So the app is live. The wallets that you can use to connect to the app suck. That's the problem.
Yeah, we talked about that at the beginning.
Yeah,
when I brought up.
I said it 100 times, but yeah.
Yeah. Straight booty juice, just nasty, just terrible, right? So now here's the thing. So they want to know how they can invest in KongSwap. Is there a way to do that now?
So I will say the token is live right now, so you can go buy it. But once again, just understand, if you do want to go into KongSwap right now, use internet identity. Do not touch Plug Wallet. Do not touch Plug Wallet.
Do not touch the Plug Wallet. Use the internet identity.
Don't
but guys, I want to be very clear.
I love Luke. I love the founder, but I'm sorry, it doesn't work. It doesn't.
I want to be very clear, you guys. I want to be very clear. We're still a few weeks away from working out these kinks and these bugs. So like, this is at your own risk. If you want to go in and start using this wallet, it is complete. The Plug wallet that it's connected to is complete ass, right? So it makes the entire interface. It makes the entire interface terrible. Not only that, there's no app yet, right? The app is going to be coming out in the coming months, right? That's going to be put into our roadmap. That's actually, Aaron, I brought that. Javi, that's funny. I brought this up to you guys. I said, "What? This is cool, but like, okay, so I hear about this new wallet on ICP, and this is great, and it works well, and blah blah blah, and I can buy tokens, blah blah blah. But I'm not gonna. I'm using my phone. 99% of people are using their fucking phones, right, when they're looking at crypto, right? And so now you're telling me I have to go open up an internet browser and then go find this fucking site, and in order to start trading? No, it needs to be on an app, right? Which was crazy because you got these devs, they're in their computer world, right? And they're like, they didn't even think of that. And they're like, oh shit, yeah, that actually is bullish as fuck. So we'll be giving you guys update on when the app will come out. There's going to be kinks and bugs. And I want you guys to understand, this is not a project that we're like, it's going to change the world this bull run. Our goal is to get it all done in the next like 3 to 6 months where we're like fully functioning, which I think we can do, but we are thinking into the next bull run with this project. I just want you guys to know this isn't it's a more of a long-term thing, but I do think with the team, and we got 7 different developers on it. Most projects have 1 or 2. We have 7 devs on this project. So we should be able to get it done. You want to say something, Aaron?
I was saying there's 5 devs, but yeah.
Sorry, 5 devs, not 7. I apologize. 5 devs.
There's a lot of devs. So
that's very, very
that's a lot.
bullish.
That's actually a lot for just
Yeah.
a small startup. So
Yeah, no, seriously. So, price prediction with the wallet, I have no idea. I'm not even going to go there. It's currently sitting at what, a $5 million market cap.
it's sitting fully diluted around like 12 million.
Yeah, so it's very small still, like very small. Can this thing go to $1 billion? Sure, I don't know. It could. We'll see what happens. This is more of a long-term play for me, though. I'm going to be holding on to this token for a long time. I'm an advisor to the project. Aaron's an advisor to the project, and it's very, very infancy stages right now. But I think this is a game changer for ICP. I really do. So, anyways. Let's go through a couple more comments here. Does Aaron have an X? Yeah, put the X up on the screen. Keep it up there, Javi. If you guys want to follow Aaron on X, it is at Aaron Bremser _. For those of you that want to follow Aaron on X as well, it's AARON. So Aaron with 2 A's, or Aaron, as they say with right? What's that?
Yeah.
What's the guy's name? Key and Peele. Yo, Aaron, where you at? Aaron, don't fuck with me.
How has that been going on for over 10 years now?
It's Aaron Bremser, BREMSER _. Brem, BREMSER _. If you want to follow Aaron, he's all ICP. The guy doesn't talk anything about ICP and ICP tokens. You won't hear anything else come out of his mouth. He eats, bleeds, and sleeps ICP, dreams ICP, ICP PORN. Like, he's just straight up. That's what he does.
No.
So anyways, I gotta be careful. I don't want to get taken down again. So no price prediction for ICP. Price prediction, we went over that earlier. I think I still have ICP between $100 and $200. Aaron is between 50 and 100. So that's a 5-6x minimum, upwards of a 10-12x. I still think we have a 10x in this project, upwards of a 15 to 20x from where we are today. I think a lot of that's going to hinge on this project as well. But there's a lot of big things coming with ICP. Earlier, if you missed it, we were showing you guys, actually pull it up on the screen, Javi, where ICP sits in terms of the ranking in artificial intelligence platforms, artificial intelligence tokens. That's going to be on, actually, I might have it on my computer still. Hold on. That's GameHub. Damn, that thing cooked. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. So one of the things, I'm going to go to categories on CoinMarketCap. We're going to go over to AI, which is fire. AI is going to be one of the biggest narratives. And the number one coin in terms of artificial intelligence building or platforms is Near Protocol. Number 2 is ICP. So if you don't think ICP is going to cook, you're out of your mind. This project will cook. Don't you worry. Did you pull it up on the screen, Javi, by any chance? He's going to pull it up right now. Let's see if there's any more questions we have here. Anybody have any questions for Aaron? And it's called Kong Swap, you guys. The project that I'm an advisor to is called Kong Swap. It was inspired by Donkey Kong, from what I understand. At least it looks like that, right? Yeah, it's going to be very easy for you guys to be able to trade, just like Solana, just like trading on Phantom or Uniswap. We're trying to make it that easy where the average person can now figure out how to buy ICP tokens. The one thing that ICP has been lacking on is the building of the ecosystem. They're competing in the Amazon Web Services spaces, for those of you that are just getting on. And I think that's a huge feat, and I think they are going to get it. One of the questions, Aaron, check this out. Somebody said to me last night, they were like, or I'm sorry, I asked this to Kyle yesterday. I'm like, and somebody asked a question. They're like, but if they're competing with Amazon, like that's a giant. Like, how does ICP compete with Amazon? Right. And he goes, well, the reality of it is Amazon's not going to completely revamp their entire business model and reset. And that's what they'd have to do in order to compete with ICP. They can't just build, right, and then move everything over, right? It just wouldn't make any sense, right? They'd have to completely destroy everything that they've built, right? So it's not really a concern of theirs, right? What ICP is going to be doing is they're not trying to compete with Solana and Cardano and Ethereum. They're trying to bring the crypto space together and create an internet from the ground up where we're not using Amazon Web Services that are centrally controlled by Amazon, but essentially decentralized fully, completely from the ground level, from the internet fucking cords that run underneath the ocean and the fucking satellites that create the internet, right? Ground level, right? Internet 3.0 that people can then build on a completely decentralized platform where they don't need to worry about their web services being canceled because they're in a country where that country's government doesn't believe in what they're saying or doing, right? We've seen this censorship with TikTok. TikTok likes to censor people, right? Apps like to censor people, right? ICP is building something where you can't have that anymore. You can't just, I don't like what you're doing, so Amazon Web Services says, we're going to cut you off, right? That's the big goal. So anyways, Aaron, do you want to add to that?
Yeah, I don't really have much to say. I think ICP is a project that it's a really raw project at this point, but I think there's a ton of potential, and especially in the DeFi sector, and also everything that's going on with ICP and Bitcoin DeFi is super interesting. So yeah, I'm most bullish on Chain Fusion. That's my favorite ICP narrative. But yeah, I have nothing else.
Awesome. All right. Well, with that said, we're going to let you guys go. I appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you guys like, if you're not following, but you got some good information, make sure you guys follow. Make sure you guys go follow Aaron on X. And what's your TikTok also, Aaron?
It's just Aaron Bremser.
So on TikTok, it's Aaron Bremser or Aaron Bremser. Yeah. And on TikTok, on X, it's Aaron. If you can see it here, it's Aaron Bremser _ on X as well. Bremser is BREMSER. Aaron is AARON. Aaron Bremser. Anyways, thanks you guys for being here. We will see you guys again soon. Talk to you guys later.